can't tell if the chemistry's good by looking at it. It wasn't clear yesterday. For the last time, the saltwater pool is a chlorine pool.
This is the Talking Pools podcast with pool pros from every region in the country. If it happens in a pool, you'll hear about it here. Everything from tips and hacks to the latest tricks and trends. Breaking news, we lay it on the line. We tell it like it is because we think you deserve to know. There are two things I learned about people. Neither one of them is particularly complicated. First, nobody who's doing better than you is sitting around talking shit about you behind your back. They don't have the time. They're busy working. They're busy learning. They're busy building something, fixing something, losing something, recovering from something, or trying to figure out how to take the next step without falling flat on their asses. People with a purpose have somewhere to put their energy. Second, if somebody constantly talks to you about other people, you can bet your ass that that person is talking about you to other people. You're not sitting in some sacred little circle where everybody else's business gets discussed, but yours is protected by an invisible fucking force field. You're just simply today's audience. Tomorrow, you get to be the material. That's how gossip works. It creates counterfeit intimacy. Somebody leans in, lowers their voice, and says, I probably shouldn't tell you this. And right there is your warning. They're the self-appointed director of human fucking resources for a company nobody hired them to manage. And by telling you, they get to purchase your attention with somebody else's privacy. That's what gossip really is. It's social currency for people who don't have enough of their own shit going on. Now, talking about another person is not automatically gossip. Sometimes you need advice. Sometimes you need to work through a legitimate problem. Sometimes somebody has done something dangerous, dishonest, abusive, or completely unfucking acceptable, and keeping quiet only protects the person causing the damage. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the person who always has an update on somebody else's job, mistake, argument, company, business, or bad fucking decision. They don't want a solution. They want a reaction. They want the raised eyebrow. They want the gasp. They want you to say, no shit, really? That reaction is their payoff. And if you give it to them often enough, congratulations, you've just become their preferred shit bucket. Because the truth is, a shit talker can't survive without a shit bucket. They live to talk shit, spread shit, stir shit, and make their shit everyone else's shit. But all that shit needs somewhere to go. So they find a shit bucket, the person willing to sit there, listen to shit, absorb the shit, validate the shit, eventually carry that shit around for them. Take away the shit bucket, and the shit talker is left standing there holding their own shit with nobody to give a shit. Welcome to Friday. I'm Rudy Stankwitz. This is the Talking Pools podcast. I hope you've had a great week. We've had nothing but fucking rain day after day after day. And I know what a pain in the ass that can turn pool service into. But that's not what we're going to talk about today. I want to do something a little bit different. Most of the questions we receive via email or in Messenger come from pool service professionals, the men and women who actually stand beside the water, testing it, treating it, repairing equipment, and trying to understand how a swimming pool can develop problems between Tuesday afternoon and Wednesday morning. But every now and then, we also get something that sneaks in the mix from pool owners. So I thought today that I would try to answer all their questions. Just one episode, one convenient location, a complete public service for anyone who has ever hired a weekly pool professional and quietly assumed that monthly service included unlimited chemicals, free equipment repairs, emergency storm response, 24-hour remote surveillance, and legal guardianship of the backyard. Pool service professionals, make sure you listen. You've probably heard most of these questions before, possibly while standing in triple-digit heat as the homeowner explained water chemistry to you from an air-conditioned kitchen. But there may be one or two that you hadn't been asked yet, and even if you'd heard every single one, the wording might help the next time you need to explain politely, professionally, and without pushing anyone into the deep end that weekly pool service does not mean the technician secretly lives inside the filter. So, pool owners, these answers are for you. Pool professionals, consider this emotional support.
Shout out to Ken Post. Ken is the mensch of the week. On a different note, if someone corrects your language because you drop an F-bomb, take it in stride. Don't be a putz.
God bless the pool pro. Yeah. God bless the pool pro. God bless the pool. Pull up on Monday, tailgate down, test kit out, pH, fact, TSEYH. Run the route. Salt metals to our balance, all that. Add to chlorine, bicarb, calcium. Throw it in the stack. Sanitizer management tabs or liquid pick a lane. Or P calibration, sauce out clean. Watching chlorine gain, skim, leaves, bugs, debris floating on the top. Empty skimmer baskets, pump, basket, funk. Don't stop. Brush wall, steps, tile line. Keep algae off the scene. Calcium buildup, nah, not on my green. Vacuum manual, check the cleaner, make it dance. Backwash D, tear down sand, swap cartridges if I can. Check equipment, pump, motor leaks, noise, pressure, flow. Fill the door hanger, chems are added, so you know if it touches water, if it's chemistry or gear, if it steals your peace of mind, and I'm the one who's here. Soup to nuts, pump the plug, I'm the pool pro. What? Green to blue, broke to new, I do it all. Soup to nuts. God bless the pool pro. Test it, dose it, brush it down, man. God bless the pool pro. Turning swamps into Puma, getting green to clean. Pumps and motors rebuild, replace, seal, change, go capacitor, swapping the heat. Now watch that baby flow. Filters, grids, cartridges, laterals, O-rings too. Manifold crack, I got parts and I got glue. Heaters, gas or electric igniter, sensors, live. Heat exchanger rotted out, I don't do surprise. Salt system, cells, boards, flow switch, getting dumb. Clean it, swap it, coat it out, make that chlorine come. Automation, Aqualink, IntelliCenter, Omni boards, relays, actuators, fried. I'm the one they call for. LED retrofits, niche repair, transformer blues, plumbing leaks, jandy valve, check valves, I choose clean and suction. Pressure robots, hoses, tracks, timers, automatic breakers, GFCI, I'm back. Oh, God bless the pool pro. Test it, dose it, brush it down, man. God bless the pool pro. Turning swamps into Puma, getting green to clean. Pool openings, cover off, plugs in, prime that rig, shock it, clean it, start that party going big. Pool closing, blow the lines, antifreeze, drop it low, cover on, see you in spring when the green stuff grows. Green to clean, that's that slam, get gone. Whoa, wait a minute there. Real pros don't slam, you feel me? Feel me? Filter cycle, stain treatments, iron copper gone. Black algae, mustard green, ID, then I kill. Saltwater conversions of O-exchange, I got the skill. Acid wash, chlorine bath, drain that plaster, make it shine. LSI calculations, protest, that's my design. No drain alternatives, mobile filtration on the pool. Source water analysis, I know what's in your pool. Dose it, brush it down, man. God bless the pool pro. Turning swamps into Puma, getting green to clean. God bless the pool pro. 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 God bless the pool pro.
First question. Why is the pool consuming so much chlorine during this heat wave? Well, because your family turned it into bath water. Seriously, the sun is a 93 million mile away nuclear asshole that steals chlorine one molecule at a time from the water. Meanwhile, your family is marinating in the pool like a 6-person human soup. Sunscreen, sweat, body oil, whatever schmutz and gack that came up of Uncle Gary and from under his toenails. Your chlorine isn't disappearing. It died in friggin' combat. Next question. Should I run my pump longer when the water is extremely warm? No. Let the algae finish moving in. Turn it off. Let the water sit perfectly still in 90-degree heat until it develops its own language, religion, and territorial ambitions. Of course, you should run it longer. Warm, stagnant water is basically Craigslist housing for algae. Next question. Why did the pool turn cloudy or green after a heavy rain? Well, that's easy, because the sky took a shit in it. Rain isn't magical distilled water delivered by woodland fairies. It drags dirt, pollen, bird crap, lawn fertilizer, roof filth, and the accumulated sins of your entire fucking neighborhood into the pool. Then you stare at green water like the rain personally betrayed you. Get a grip. Next question. What should I do to the pool before and after the next major storm? Before, prepare it. After, identify the patio furniture floating in it. Before the storm, test it, clean it, secure the furniture. Make sure the water can handle the environmental shit smoothie. After the storm, remove the branches, patio cushions, dead frogs, and your neighbor's trampoline, then test the water again. Do not dump 17 random chemicals into it because Brenda on Facebook said her cousin did that once and the pool looked amazing. Brenda is a dumbass.
The 2026 Top 10 Mentors: Jeff Hamp, Chris Kavanaugh, Tim McDowell, Lacey Davis, Jerry Wallace, John Poma, Greg Beard, Terry Tamminen, Peter Wiederman.
The sponsors of the 2026 Talking Pools podcast pool industry mentor recognition are Blu-ray XL, United Chemical, Lamont Company, Revved Up Apparel, and Aqua Comfort Water Group.
I've been getting service industry news since I first stepped into this business, and every time it landed, I did the same thing. Flipped straight to the horror file. The weird installs, the absurd finds, the stuff only pool pros ever see. Then I'd go back and read the articles. Service Industry News is a twice-monthly trade publication for pool and spa service techs, 24 issues a year, emailed free to over 10,000 techs, and available on their app. Every issue covers nationwide industry news and real technical content you actually will use.
Get your free subscription at serviceindustrynews.net. Again, that's serviceindustrynews.net. Do it now.
Next question. How do I keep algae from returning during extreme heat? Stop making it feel welcome. Maintain enough chlorine, brush the pool, circulate the water, and stop treating algae like a fucking seasonal house guest who bought potato salad. Algae returns because you keep leaving the door open, setting out snacks, and acting surprised when it moves into the guest room. Next question. Why is my salt cell not keeping up with chlorine demand? Your salt cell is a chlorine generator, not the fucking infinity gauntlet. It has limits: heat, sunlight, swimmers, algae, debris, and your 4th of July human broth festival consumes chlorine faster than the cell makes it. The little box isn't lazy. You gave it the workload of an industrial treatment plant and the body of an electric panini press. Next question. What percentage should I set my saltwater chlorine generator at? What percentage should I set my saltwater chlorine generator at? How about we try the correct one? That would be the percentage that maintains the chlorine level your pool actually needs. I know, devastating. You wanted a sacred number carved into a stone tablet. Thou shalt set thy Hayward to 23%. Doesn't fucking work that way. Pool size, cell size, pump routine, sunlight, water temperature, CYA, and bather load all matter. Test the water, adjust the output. Otherwise, just spin the fucking dial while shouting, "Come on, daddy." Next question. Is my salt cell dirty, undersized, or simply worn out? Possibly. Inspect it. Test its production. Compare its capacity with the pool and check its age. Don't diagnose it by standing 3 feet away from it with your hands on your hips saying, "That son of a bitch doesn't look right." It's a salt cell, not a teenager sneaking into the house at 2 a.m. You need evidence here. Next question. Why does my salt cell still need additional chlorine? Well, because salt is not chlorine Jesus. A salt pool is a chlorine pool. The salt system makes chlorine. It doesn't replace chlorine. Sometimes demand exceeds production, so you add chlorine manually. Welcome to chemistry, where putting salt on the control panel does not turn the pool into a Mediterranean wellness retreat. Do saltwater pools need to be shocked? Sometimes, Not every Tuesday because a laminated pool store calendar said so. Use shock when conditions require it, not because the moon entered Aquarius and Leslie's happened to have 12 cases stacked together by the register. Test, diagnose, treat. I realize this method lacks the excitement of throwing in a bag while yelling, let's wake this bitch up. But it usually works a little bit better. Is converting the salt actually cheaper than buying chlorine? Maybe eventually, maybe not. You trade the repeated cost of chlorine for equipment, installation, electricity, acid maintenance, and eventually a replacement cell priced like it contains a human kidney. Salt can improve convenience. It does not open a portal to free chlorine Narnia. Next question. How can I lower the electrical cost of running my pump?
Blu-ray XL is the power of minerals working for you. Reduce your overall chemical costs and labor up to 50% guaranteed. Whether you have 20 accounts or 20,000, Blu-ray XL's direct pricing and free shipping to the pool trade have you covered. Improving pool professionals' profit and work-life balance is what they do. Blu-ray XL, the real mineral purifier. Visit them at BluRayXL.com.
Blu-ray all day.
Jack's Magic Products is your industry leader in identifying, removing, and preventing stains. How? With a range of high-performance, eco-friendly products, keeping pools safe, clean, and ready to use all year round. The Jack's Magic 3-step program is a quick and effective way to remove stains and scaling. First, we identify the problem, then our top-quality products will remove the discoloration. Finally, our preventative solutions will keep your pool looking like new for much longer. Get helpful tips and check out our product catalog today at jacksmagic.com.
Aquastar's new pipeline cartridge filters, available in 2 sizes, deliver top-notch hydraulic efficiency along with best-in-class filtration performance, approaching that of DE filters. Uniquely designed open pleat spacing means 100% of the media square footage is usable, and these claims are backed by NSF test results. Designed with a pro's time and comfort in mind, the patented double locking system improves safety and ease of access, making filter cleanings faster than ever before. Available now. Ask your supplier for pipeline filters today.
That is amazing. I could actually go out and make money doing filter cleans if they were like this. If they were Aquastar filters out there, then I could be a filter cleaner girl.
We can do that. Make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
Todd? Love it. There you go. Awesome. Thank you, Jules the Pool Girl. Again, Aquastar Pool Products, pipeline filters. Super easy, right?
Super easy.
Next question. How can I lower the electrical cost of running my pump? Shut it off. Serious. Stop running it like you're draining Lake fucking Erie through a drinking straw. Run the pump efficiently, use lower speeds when appropriate, keep the system clean, and stop operating an oversized single-speed dinosaur that sounds like a helicopter evacuating Saigon. Also, don't run every waterfall, fountain, bubbler, deck jet, spa spillover, and illuminated backyard ejaculation 24 hours a day and then accuse the electric company of witchcraft. Next question. Why is my pool green if somebody services it every week? Easy. You own it the other 6 days. Weekly service means the technician visits once every 7 days. It doesn't mean he moves into your pump room and guards the chlorine around the clock with a shotgun. For the other 167 hours, the pool belongs to you. The sun, the rain, the broken pump you forgot to mention, the 14 people at Saturday's barbecue, and your Labrador retriever who all spent the afternoon using the shallow end as a combination bathtub, toilet, and sports drink. What does my monthly service price actually include? I don't know. What did your pool service person tell you that it actually fucking included? Because it's probably that. Seriously, if you have a service agreement, go look at it. It includes whatever it says it includes. If you don't have a service agreement, you should have paid attention when you were talking to your service person when they first came out. Just keep in mind, you hired weekly pool service. You didn't purchase a live-in, aquatic butler, unlimited equipment replacement, emergency duct removal, complimentary deck pressure washing, and a personal apology every time a leaf hits the fucking water.
Next.
Are chemicals included or billed separately? I don't know. Open your invoice. Surprise yourself. Look, this is not an archaeological mystery. Nobody needs to carbon date the invoice or summon the ghost of Jacques Cousteau. Just read the friggin' proposal. Some companies include routine chemicals, some bill separately, some include normal usage but charge for specialty chemicals. The answer was probably printed directly above the line where you signed without reading because the technician seemed trustworthy and you had mozzarella sticks getting cold. Next question. Should the technician leave my complete test results after every visit? Why? You ignored the last 12 they left. I mean, if that's part of the company's service and reporting system, then absolutely. But let's be honest about what happens next. You'll receive chlorine, pH, alkalinity, calcium hardness, CYA, salt, and filter pressure readings. Then you'll ignore all of them until the pool looks strange, at which point you'll send a photograph taken through a kitchen window and ask, does this look like phosphates? The test results are useful. They are not decorative pool astrology. Is brushing included, or is the company only emptying baskets and adding chlorine? Check the friggin' service agreement. Some plans include routine brushing. Some rotate brushing through different areas. Some charge according to the actual labor required. And some pools need more brushing because the homeowner bought a backyard ecosystem with 12 benches, 3 ledges, a grotto, a beach entry, 18 corners, and enough decorative stonework to conceal a South American rebel army. You can't build the aquatic equivalent of Hogwarts and expect it to be maintained for the price of a blue plastic kiddie pool. Next question. How often should the filter be cleaned? How about before it becomes load-bearing? More precisely, when its condition, pressure, flow, filter type, debris load, and manufacturer's guidance indicate that it needs cleaning. Not every third Thursday because your neighbor cleans his den. Your neighbor has a cartridge filter, 2 maple trees, and no enclosure. You have a sand filter and a husband who blows grass clippings directly into the pool every Saturday like he's feeding livestock. Different pool, different conditions, different answer. Next question. Who is responsible when the equipment stops working between visits? How about the person whose house the pool is attached to? Unless, of course, you purchase the pool equipment ferry package. She arrives at midnight in a tool belt, replaces the motor for free, updates the automation, cleans the salt cell, and leaves a handwritten apology beneath your pillow. In the real world, equipment belongs to the homeowner. The service company may identify the problem, offer repairs, or refer you to someone qualified, but weekly maintenance does not make the company financially responsible because your 15-year-old pump finally coughed twice, screamed like a raccoon in a wood chipper, and then went to meet its manufacturer. Next question. Why was a chemical added and what condition was it treating? It probably added to fix something that you broke. Some chemical catastrophe that you fucking caused. That's a reasonable question you asked, but how about ask the pool professional that treated it? Because you want to understand, not because you spent 9 minutes online and now you believe sodium bicarb is an international pool industry conspiracy. The chemical was presumably added because testing or observed conditions justified it. Your technician should be able to explain why. You should also be emotionally prepared for an answer more complicated than blue juice makes pool happy. Next question. Why am I being charged for phosphate remover, aldehyde clarifier, or conditioner? Easy. Chemicals cost money. They do not grow behind the pool store in a magical garden where technicians harvest them under the moonlight. Routine service covers whatever routine service covers. Correcting unusual contamination, excessive CYA loss, severe algae, storm damage, lawn fertilizer runoff, or the aftermath of your daughter's 30-person graduation party may require products beyond normal maintenance. Look, you invited half the county to come sweat in the pool, but now the $80 specialty treatment is where fiscal responsibility suddenly begins? Next question. Is the technician trained, certified, licensed, and insured? Fantastic question to ask before you hired them. Don't wait 11 months, approve 3 repairs, recommend the company to your sister, and then become a forensic licensing investigator. Also, certification, licensing, and insurance are not interchangeable. Requirements vary by location and by the work performed. Ask for the appropriate credentials, but understand that a laminated card does not bestow supernatural control over weather, equipment failure, or bubble bath into the spa. Does the company repair equipment or only maintain water? Call them. Experience something new. We call it communication. Pool professional is not one universal occupation. Some companies clean pools, some balance water, some repair equipment, some perform renovations, some do all of it. You'd not ask the person mowing your lawn to rebuild the transmission in your Ford F-150 because both machines contain gasoline. Stop assuming everyone who touches water is automatically qualified to rewire an automatic panel during a thunderstorm. Will I receive the same technician consistently? Probably not once they've had the chance to meet you. Companies do usually aim for consistency, but let's be real. Employees get sick, they take vacations, they change routes, some quit, some get promoted, and occasionally, sometimes they decide they no longer want a career involving your aggressive Pomeranian. The important question is whether the company follows a consistent service protocol, not whether Brandon remains permanently assigned to your backyard until death or retirement. You hired a company. You did not enter an arranged marriage with your pool technician. What happens after storms, parties, equipment failures, or unusually hot weather? You receive an invoice with consequences. The pool experiences conditions beyond normal weekly maintenance. I understand that this comes as a shock. You thought the monthly payment created a protective dome over the property, repelling lightning, rainwater, sunscreen, urine, pollen, equipment failure, and relatives. Additional service, chemicals, cleaning, or repairs may be necessary. The technician can't service the pool on Tuesday and remotely prevent your Saturday party guests from pissing into the lukewarm water. Is the company treating the cause or repeatedly selling me the temporary cure? Well, did you decline the permanent repair? Sometimes temporary treatments are necessary because the permanent cause is something you refuse to correct. Your circulation is inadequate. Your filter is undersized. Your CYA is through the goddamn roof. Your pump runs 4 hours a day because electricity costs money. Your landscaper dumps fertilizer into the pool. Your dog swims every day. Your water level is low. Your salt cell is dying. Listen, the company recommended repairs 6 months ago, but you said, let's just keep an eye on it. Well, congratulations. We kept an eye on it, and guess what? It's still broken. How do I know whether a recommended repair is truly necessary? Why not wait till it becomes catastrophic? Did you grow up in a box? Do you live in a closet? I mean, seriously, ask the technician to explain the symptoms. Ask them about the diagnostic process, the failed component, and repair options. Request photographs, readings. That is reasonable consumer behavior. What is not reasonable is refusing a $600 repair because you watched a friggin' YouTube video. Listen, dudes and dudettes, equipment fails, parts wear out, bearings seize, seals leak, motors die, salt cells expire. Nothing lasts forever. Not your pump, not your filter, not your heater, and certainly not the technician's will to live after explaining the same repair to you for the 6th consecutive week. I hope that clears everything up. As always, got questions? talkingpools@gmail.com. My name is Rudy Stankiewicz. This is the Talking Pools podcast. Until next time, be good, be safe.
I just wanted to take a minute to say thank you for listening today. I'm hoping you enjoyed the episode as much as we enjoyed putting it together for you. Listen, it's been a couple of wacky, crazy, screwed up years from pandemic to Poolmageddon. I just want you to know that we are all in this together. If there's anything that we can do for you, send me an email at talkingpools@gmail.com. Again, that's talkingpools@gmail.com. We're here. This is your podcast. We are the Pool People's podcast, of the Pool People, for the Pool People, by the Pool People's podcast. This one is about you. So thank you for tuning in and listening. Do me a favor, click subscribe before you go. That way you don't miss an episode.